coffee, Ruby?
No, I'm okay. It's just a shock.
Of course.
I still don't understand. Holly, you said you saw him. When?
He came to our house last night. Robert was in Boston. We didn't see him.
But you did?
Definitely.
He wasn't hurt or anything like that?
No, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
He was using a cane.
Was he limping?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? Holly, you said you saw him.
I'm sorry, but it was such a shock. I couldn't concentrate.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand. All right, he came to your house. You saw him. Then what?
Then after a moment, he left.
He left?
Yes.
I'm just trying to sort this thing out.
We all are.
Holly, if you saw him last night, why didn't you call us?
Why did you wait until today to tell us?
It was a shock. I couldn't think. I couldn't plan anything.
Well, you can answer some questions right now, can't you?
Yes, I'll try. It's just there's so much I don't know.
Holly, why did Luke leave?
He found out I was married to Robert, and he just turned around and walked out.
Well, didn't he tell you something about himself?
No.
Didn't he say where he's been all these months, where he's been all this time?
Or why he didn't call us in all this time?
There wasn't time.
Well, what? Isn't he trying to call us now? Isn't he trying to find us now?
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Robert, what is going on?
Look, I know about as much as Holly does, Ruby. In fact, even less, because I wasn't even there.
But you believe he's alive?
Yes, he's alive. I saw him. He's alive.
Robert.
Yeah.
Have you done anything to try and find him?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Hey, you are the police commissioner. You are the one person who could try to find him.
Hey.
No, wait a minute, Ruby. I'm right, and Robert knows it. Don't you realize what kind of a shock it was to him to find out you two are married?
Yeah, I thought of that.
And you did nothing to find him. Robert, I swear I will never forgive you for this. Don't you know that under these circumstances he could run off and do anything?
Now, wait just a minute. I know your brother extremely well. Probably better than most, in fact. And I don't believe that Luke would run off and do anything drastic.
You could order the police to go and find him.
I could, but I won't because I think it's wrong.
Oh, you think it's wrong to find my brother?
Listen, Luke needs his own time and his own space to figure out his own problems. I organize a search and have him picked up. He's only going to resent it.
Then you refuse to do anything?
Not a case of what I refuse to do, Bobbie. It's a case of what Luke would want.
I agree with Robert.
I don't care who agrees! I said to you, I'll never forgive you for this, Robert, and I mean it.
Forgive me for what?
You don't even know, do you? You don't have any idea what you've done.
Robert's done nothing.
Robert told us Luke was dead.
I thought he was.
You identified the body. You are positive he was dead. You told us he was dead, and we trusted you. Why did you lie?
Early. I didn't hear you come in.
I told you I'd be here. What are you doing?
Can't you see? I'm packing.
Yeah, I can see that. Why?
I won't need this studio anymore.
Found a place you like better.
No,
Listen, you're too young to retire.
it's over.
Okay, I'll bite. What's over?
You and me.
I hope it's true, because if there's more, I'd like to hear it.
I've said all I intend to say.
You've mouthed off a great deal. So now it's my turn. Now, I understand that you're both upset and in shock. But you seem to forget. So is Holly. And so am I.
Let it go. The important thing now is to try and find Luke.
I agree with you. But there seem to be a few things here that need to be understood. To start with, Bobbie, you are way out of line, and I intend to tell you why.
Well, I don't have to listen.
Sit down.
Come on, darling. Come on.
You're being very unfair to Robert. The least you can do is listen to him.
She'll listen, love. Now, you remember the evidence? And there was a lot of evidence.
What evidence?
Overwhelming and conclusive evidence that Luke was dead, regardless of the fact that his body was badly mangled. There was certain physical evidence, namely the wristwatch.
Yes, I remember you mentioning that.
And there was more. There was a wallet, Luke's wallet. I would have recognized that wallet anywhere. Not to mention the fact that it was full of his ID cards.
And a half a sixpence.
And that too. Add to that 3 forest rangers, count them 3, who all swore that those belongings of Luke's came off the dead body. Now I ask you, Bobbie, in all fairness, if faced with such concrete proof, wouldn't you have come to the conclusion that Luke was dead? Well,
I'm not sure.
well, I was. I was sure. So don't you ever tell me again that I tried to lie or deceive you. Because I didn't.
Could I ask a question?
Yes, love.
Well, considering the ID, the wristwatch, the wallet, the half a sixpence.
Yeah, what about?
How did all this identification get on a body that now we know is not Luke?
I've no idea, Ruby. Furthermore, I can't even give you a good guess. But I can tell you something. Are you listening, Bobbie?
Yes.
You reckon we have some explaining to do? Luke has more. A bloody sight more.
You know, honestly, I don't know whether to burst into laughter or burst into tears.
Neither do I. Wait till everybody finds out. Nobody is even going to believe this.
You mean Robert has no idea where Luke is now?
None.
But he's got to be somewhere around here. I mean, you said that Holly saw him last night. That is what you said, right?
Yeah, Amy, please don't ask me any more questions because right now you know as much as I do or anybody.
Dr. Desire, call the 4th floor nurses station. Dr. Desire, call the 4th floor nurses station.
I don't think Ruby should be alone.
You're right.
Bobbie, wonderful news. And that's what Robert meant.
You're talking to me?
What?
You're
Oh,
talking...
no. I'm still trying to absorb the news.
Well, I guess we all are.
Ruby ran it by me so fast, I think I missed something.
Luke went to Robert's house last night.
Yeah, I know that part, Amy, but was there anything else? Did he call first or anything like that?
No, I understand he just walked right in.
Must have been a real shock for Holly.
And the rest of us, even now.
I still don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Well, I felt the same way. I think there's only one thing we can possibly do.
What?
Offer a prayer of thanks.
Okay, Susie, you've had your fun. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
I just did tell you we're through.
You don't mean that.
Don't I?
No. Come here.
Don't you understand English?
I understand you. Now, come on, I'll prove it.
What are you talking about?
Let's get it on right here, right now.
That is a disgusting thing to say.
Oh, yeah? Well, up till now, that's all you wanted to do.
I told you we're through.
Think.
What did you say?
I said think. Think about the two of us. What we've got is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Don't blow it.
No, Jimmy Lee, it is over. I can't be involved with 2 men. I'm going to marry Grant. I'm making a commitment to him.
What about the commitment that you made to me?
I don't wish to discuss
Well,
it.
damn well, we'll discuss it, lady. What about when you were holding me, loving me? What about that commitment?
That's my point, at least part of it. Don't you know we would burn each other out, Jimmy Lee? All right, I admit it was good with you, but there is a lot more to marriage than that.
Like money, position, power, all the things I can't give you, right?
No, that is not it.
Why don't you just face the facts, huh? You know, I loved you. I really loved you. But all you want to do is have a nice time.
That's a lie.
The hell it is. The hell it is. All this guff about commitment, that's bull.
Go on, you're proving my point.
Yeah? What's that?
Everything is physical with you. Love, anger, every single human emotion.
You ought to know.
For God's sake, it's over. Will you accept that the affair is over?
Dry. That's the whole idea behind antiperspirants. But look at their idea of dry. Water. The leading antiperspirant is mostly water. That's not my idea of dry. Dry idea has almost no water. It goes on feeling dry. Keeps you drier than the leading roll-on solid and spray. The choice, their idea of dry or dry idea. It's drier, you're drier.
I've never seen anything like this before.
It's Aquafresh. They took the label off to show you what only Aquafresh has. It's triple protection formula. The maximum fluoride protection of the leading paste. All the breath freshener of the leading gel. And gentle cleaners that even remove stained film. Concentrated in one complete toothpaste.
What's that, Mom? Aquafresh. Can't you see?
Triple protection Aquafresh. A complete toothpaste.
Nabisco has a new kind of cracker. Pass it round. It's round's the perfect in-between snacker. Pass it round. So crisp and rich that everyone want it. Pass it round. Put any kind of tasty topping on it. Pass it round. There are 4 Nabisco rounds for you to choose. Pass it round. It's our latest, most delicious cracker news. Pass it round. Nabisco.
Do you want me to make some coffee?
No, I don't think I want any, thanks.
Neither do I.
Holly,
I'm sorry.
what have you got to be sorry about?
I should have put all this away.
Doesn't matter.
I suppose not.
And yet it does matter. We both know it. This was going to be our wedding night celebration.
Yes.
Holly.
What?
My turn to say I'm sorry.
It's not our fault. It's not yours or mine. It's just something that happened.
Look, there's one thing we both know. That we can't deal with something by ignoring it.
No.
Can we talk about it?
I think we must.
Well, how do you feel about all that's happened?
I knew you were going to ask that.
I've wanted to ask all day.
I know, and I've been dreading having to answer it.
Will you answer me now?
How do I feel? And God is my witness, Robert. I just don't know. stunned, I suppose. Perhaps too stunned to feel anything yet.
Look, I want to help you. Maybe help you to sort out how you feel. Can we talk about that?
You certainly have every right to know.
I'm not concerned about rights. We're in this together. Now, I can understand that you're stunned. So am I. But what else do you feel?
I feel so many things. I feel shocked, happy, frightened. I just don't know. I feel so many things.
There's one thing we have to face.
Just one?
Well, it's a place to start.
What is?
Luke hasn't been found for all these months. And that means he didn't want to be found.
I keep coming back to that.
So do I.
Why? Didn't he want anyone to know he was alive?
I have no idea. But I'll tell you this. We're going to have an answer to that question. We are going to find out why.
You stopped by and got some coffee for us.
Good, thanks. Where you been?
Well, I stopped by the chapel. I guess to say a prayer of thanks.
Oh, Ruby, it's a miracle. I keep on saying to myself over and over again that he's alive, and I just feel like I'm so filled with joy. I want to explain.
I know. I've always said God works in mysterious ways, but this time, it's a miracle.
You know, I have been thinking of something that Robert said when we were up in Dan's office, though. He said that Luke is going to need time and space to work this out.
I think he's right. He must be in agony.
Ruby, he needs us.
Then why doesn't he call us?
I don't know. I've been thinking about that. The only thing I can come up with is he's so crushed and so devastated he can't function.
And what you said before is true. He has never needed us as much before in his life.
And we can't wait for him to come to us, Ruby. We have to go and find him.
How?
Well, I think we can assume he's somewhere in Port Charles, and I think we just have to start looking.
We'll comb the city.
That's right. We're going to call everybody we know, and we are going to keep on calling. We'll keep on looking until we find him.
And the sooner the better. And he'd better have a good reason why he didn't let us know he was alive.
For the life of me, I can't figure out what that reason was.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't a happy one. He must have been in torment.
And still is.
Yes, and alone. Oh, honey, you've got to find him and let him know he's not alone.
Well, can we go on?
I think we must.
Good. Look, let's go back. We may just have missed something here. Now, when Luke realized that you were married, could you tell how he took it?
Oh, yes, I could tell.
By something he said?
By the look on his face. I mean, imagine, Robert, if the situation were reversed. Imagine how you would feel.
Angry, bitter, infuriated.
Yep, that's what he looked like. Lord, Robert, the worst thing is that he doesn't know why we were married.
He didn't know that you were carrying his child?
No, I told you. We didn't say anything. He doesn't know that I was expecting his baby, and he doesn't know that I lost him.
He has to know that, Holly. He must know it. I promise you he will.
Don't be angry.
I'm not angry, love. Just determined. I'm not about to let Luke or anybody else make you suffer for something that isn't your fault.
What do we do next?
Well, I think the best thing for you right now is go upstairs and rest. You look exhausted.
Oh, beyond that, I feel numb.
Please, Holly, go upstairs and lie down. Come on. Holly. I'll sleep in my own room tonight. Rest.
I'll try.
On All My Children, Silver's identity is questioned.
No, I'm telling you, it was this girl. Her name is Connie Wilkes. She's calling herself Silver Cane. She's lying.
And on One Life to Live.
When you get the board of directors to sell, we merge the Banner, the Chronicle, we're going to be one of the giants of the industry.
Dorian and Asa plan a partnership of revenge. All My Children, One Life to Live. Weekdays